Hey, welcome back to Can We Play Already? We're playing Heroes of Valto's Crossing, a D&D campaign in a hard mode survival setting. And yeah, this is part 2 of our second episode if you're just joining us. They are trekking across the High Top Basin to find the Tower of Lost Souls. Their guide, Silvara, has just left them. This is as far as she will trek due to the cursed nature of their location. They just fought a couple dust devils in the encroaching sandstorm seems to be picking up. And they are now considering what to do as they head towards the tower. Again, you'll be able to get there at about dusk. And then you can either make camp just outside of it or continue exploring at night. It's up to you. How do you all feel?
Well, if we go to the structures, maybe it'll be easier to set up camp. We'll have like a little bit of shelter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some cover.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
As we approach, do I get like a sense of like sort of where the like curse zone sort of starts to take effect? I mean, like, do I feel any like, you know, bad vibes or energy?
I don't know.
Or whatever?
Do you
like,
cast Detect Good and Evil or Detect Magic?
Good
No.
vibes
Then I
only.
guess not.
There's
Yeah.
not just like a sign that says curse zone that we're passing.
Yeah, it's like not like just like shimmering purple wall or something you cross over.
Well, like, you know, when like animals sense earthquakes or ghosts or whatever.
Not. You're like need to have more powers. I want you
Just
to
get a feeling.
off camera. I have had it argued that Tangle should just have the gust spell for free because he has wings.
Oh.
Yo,
And I was like,
At
I
will
don't
gust.
know.
tune
Are
in in the
you
chat if you agree.
Pidgeotto?
Well,
What?
yeah, I mean, like, that's all. You flap the wings and you make like a little.
Anyways,
Gust
if you're
attack.
not doing anyways, no. So you continue on your way in the afternoon. Nothing seems to get in your way, and then you approach the outside of this ruin. So there is a tower. It looks like, or once was. It reaches up like 50 feet. It's circular. It's round. It's quite large, like 100 feet wide. And the top half of it has just cracked and fallen on the ground in ruins and pieces. This looks ancient. And it's like half covered in sand still. And surrounding that tower for like a good like 100 feet extending across it are just like, you know, like old archaeology sites how you can see what used to be rooms or buildings or things like that, but there's no roofs and the walls only go up a few feet. That's kind of what this is like. Everything is in this very like whitewashed, like bright white kind of clay. And you kind of reach the perimeter of where this where these ruins start, and these half walls that in some places are like 10 feet high kind of make it like you're wandering down an old town, like different streets or different roads, or like through an old I guess it would be kind of like a monastery kind of type setup where there's a tower in the middle and like a town and like buildings around it. Yeah, and the wind and the sand is blowing, and as you get to these ruins, you start to just hear the faintest whispers of words and a language you don't understand. Like, it's nothing coherent at all. No matter how hard you try and pinpoint it, you just hear, it's like kind of the radiant magic of this place just fills your head with little whispers once in a while that seem to make you a little, makes your hair stand on end, you know.
Is the language at all similar to the language Silvara used when she cast her spells?
I'd say they're so quiet and imperceptible that like you don't really find a similarity. They're like almost at the edges of your imagination is where you're hearing this stuff. Like you're almost afraid to tell other people that you're hearing it because it's just, it could have been just the wind, and it just happens once in a while.
Hey guys, I'm hearing voices!
Yeah, well, I'm hearing something too.
And it might just be the elemental wind magics making voices seem to appear where there are none. You have no idea. It's a very subtle flavor that I want to give this place. I promise it will not, like, you're not going to be like taking some psychic damage because of these voices, I promise you. I'll be a kind DM. This is my flavor. This is what I want to color this with.
Flavors!
Perhaps it is our own echo. Observe. And I just like let out like a huge like just like across the valley. Does an echo return?
Well, there goes the
Not at
stealth.
all. Not at all. You don't, like, it's hard, you don't really see anything living in these ruins right now, just the wind and the sand. It's dusk, so you're all going to take, it's -1 to fatigue, hunger, and thirst. and then you get to decide, do you want to start exploring these ruins, or do you, and like working your way to the tower, or do you want to take a rest here?
Can we search the perimeter, actually? And get a feel for what this area around the tower is before we...
Yeah, for
rest?
sure. It will take you, like it will take you a while to do the perimeter. Again, this is like, you know, the perimeter, the tower itself is like 100 feet wide, and then the ruins extend like almost another 100 feet away from that. So it's going to take some time, even if you split up. But if you guys think that's a good idea, we'll move on. We'll say you search the perimeter. I'll tell you what happens. We'll move on tonight.
I don't... Yeah, well, how do we all feel? I'm getting kind of like a ghost vibe from all of this. Like, I'm hearing voices. It's called the Tower of Lost Souls.
Spooky.
So, that's my only thought at this point. I don't know if we want to sort of camp out here. If we are, then I think we should look around just a little. If we're
we
going
can
to
do
keep
a quick
going,
look.
then...
Do a ghost check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
quick
worried there
ghost
might
check.
be ghosts.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, and maybe we'll see a little bit better during the day, and I don't think this place like hides during the day. So yeah, let's do a quick check.
Okay, so you guys kind of like walk around. Like, does anyone go into the ruins, or do you stay on the outside of the ruins? What do you do?
I'm gonna stay on the outside, just around the perimeter.
As you walk around, you don't see anything. You just kind of like, there's the wind blowing the sand. It does make it hard to see like fully across them, and there's a lot of like half walls hiding things and weird shadows. But like you're not seeing any creatures move at all.
Okay. And
You're-
we like split up and then went all the way around and.
No, I
met
say
each other
that's
in the
fine.
middle.
Yeah, meet each other in the middle again, on the other side of it.
Did we split up like individually or like in teams of two or something?
I'm gonna say probably teams of two.
Teams
right?
of two, yeah.
Okay, what were the teams?
I mean, just 2 table sides.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Those classic setups.
Okay, as we're walking,
Good. Yes.
I'm gonna be pointing up at the constellations, and I'll be like, that one is whatever, so and so the protector. So we'll be totally safe when we go into this tower.
Oh
And,
wow, cool.
And this one is like blah blah blah, and I'm just like ranting on, and it sounds like nonsense.
Wow, this is really amazing and scientific.
I hope that you're like looking up and you're like, oh, and that one's up. Oh no.
Yeah.
Shouldn't see that one. That's not good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it though.
That one's a cat.
Sure.
There's the one that looks like a penis that you drew.
It's not a penis.
I don't know, man. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. As you meet up, I'm assuming you want to make camp for the night.
Sure.
Yeah, let's make camp.
All right. Everyone, you get to roll. Generally, it's a wisdom survival check to make camp, and we'll see how you do. If you think of anything else that's helpful for making a camp that you want to do that's not wisdom survival, like this just represents like finding a good spot, getting some supplies from nearby, and like, you know, like for a fire, and finding some driftwood.
And we're all gonna roll this?
Yep.
Or, okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Can maybe like stealth to like sort of use some of the like architecture, whatever's left of it, to like create a spot that's a little more.
That's probably what you're trying to
obscure?
find, but like as a survivalism skill to kind of look for good shelter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we couldn't use like stealth or nature to kind of help, or maybe nature to know where like we might be like less exposed to elements.
I mean, like that would all fall under survivalism, I think.
Okay.
That's what survival's for. If you had something like you wanted to like, you know, break down a wall to create cover, or like lift some part of the ruins to like create a, you know, I might do an athletics check or something, you know.
Yeah, I don't think we're...
It's okay. Let's roll these wisdom survival checks.
Yeah.
You want to hit a 15.
I did not.
Nope.
No.
Okay, that's 4 fails.
Okay, good. So your camp sucks.
Could I use an inspiration to make a better camp, like to roll advantage?
You could reroll. How many people failed?
All 4.
All of us?
You could re-roll yours with inspiration, but it wouldn't help because
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
yeah, you need at least a couple successes.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's really windy and like the sand is blowing. You're in this weird area. There's whispers all around. It's hard to find good shelter from the storm. You managed to make something like a shoddy area. You know, your tent is billowing a bit, but you've got like a weak fire going. Yeah, things could be much worse. And I'm just going to pull up my camp rules here. But essentially, you can all spend hit dice to heal if you want. You can also spend a hit die to raise your magical burnout die 1.
Ooh, yeah, I'll do that.
So who wants to do either of those?
I'll hit die.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, magical burnout.
Yeah, I'm
die.
doing the same.
Yeah.
Also, the ground in this area, is it sand? Is it rock?
It's like it's sandy, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Never mind then.
Why were you gonna say?
I was going to draw a chalk circle around the perimeter, just to see. If
Oh, yeah,
like,
it won't really be.
Yeah,
won't
but if it's sand, it
it's
won't.
so
Yeah,
windy too. So you're using your hit dice. Wonderful. Who's gonna be the lookout for defense?
I'll be.
You'll
that.
sleep a little less well, but you'll be the one that notices surprises.
So you'll be the lookout, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. That'll be. Well, that's like wisdom, right? Or is it?
It's perception, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have you make a wisdom perception check now, just to see what happens. Your camp's shoddy, so the DCs are 15.
17.
So cool. That means you've got a good. The camp may be shoddy, but you're watching it well, and you've noticed any points of ingress, like you know where things are going to come from. That's a good
Andrew's
roll.
Natural paranoia is on her side.
I'm gonna use my recovery to recover that 2nd level spell slot too.
Yeah?
Actually,
Okay.
that Rest.
So you've used your arcane recovery for this long rest.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So those that are not the lookout, you can either play a game, tell a story, or share a story, or relax in solitude if you like, to maybe gain inspiration. The cute little camp activities they have for us.
Yeah.
Anyone want to do one of those 3 things?
Yeah, I will.
What do you want to do? You gotta tell a story?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to tell the tale of... God, I got to come up with a fucking name.
Is it one of your penis constellations?
It's not a penis.
You need to tell us straight about
It's a
penis?
bird.
No. It's about Commander Aisha. And yeah, I'm going to use minor illusion to trace the shape so they can see which stars in the constellation it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to use minor illusion to trace
Create
out
the
line.
stars
Yeah.
in front of you and trace the stars and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Cute.
Yeah, and then just tell the story of her heroic deeds, the huge battle she won against a dragon, slayed a dragon almost single-handedly, saved a village of Aarakocra, was honored as a great hero, and ascended up
This bird
into
got
the
it
stars.
Wow, what a
that's
story.
amazing.
Roll are you going to make a charisma performance check? You're looking for a 15. Yep.
16.
All right, choose one of those 2 to gain inspiration. Which one of you is inspired the most by the story?
Well, Welltide loves learning and stuff, so
Pretty
Cool.
inspired by a warrior, but
All right.
you know,
yeah,
I like this.
we can go either way. Yeah, but Welltide's definitely oh my gosh,
I still
this is
have my
really...
inspiration. So.
Yeah.
All right, you gain a point of inspiration. I'm sorry, but Andrew does not, because they're too busy keeping watch.
Yeah, these guys are
Inspired.
fooling around while
I know, right? This is
looking
actually
for ghosts.
very accurate.
Yeah.
Tingle really appreciated Welltide's engagement in the story, and +1 little friendship. Hidden stat.
Oh, your friendship leveled up.
Yeah.
Friendship points.
Yeah.
All right.
+1 friendship with the lady who turned into a bird earlier.
You guys all have tents or bedrolls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Did anyone
so.
just bring bedrolls or tents or what did
All
anyone
of
bring a tent?
I got a bedroll.
I got a bedroll.
I have a bedroll. Yeah.
Okay, everyone's stuck to bedrolls.
Yeah.
So you're in your bedrolls. You're getting your snuggy night's sleep.
I don't have a bedroll written down because someone rewrote my items.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I
They should be there.
remember
Okay.
there being a bedroll.
That's okay. I'm not going to pick split hairs about that right
Yeah.
now. All right. So while you're sleeping, you're kind of lookout, so you're keeping an eye on things and not getting so much rest. But you do see a disturbance in the outside the camp. Assuming you guys to protect you from the storm, you're a little bit inside the ruins on the outskirts of them. You notice that some of the sand seems to be picking up and forming a little bit of a whirlwind effect kind of thing. And then as you look at it and you're kind of glaring at it and trying to figure out what's happening, You see in the moonlight a metallic sheen as like what looks like almost like a helmed soldier, but like made of sand, with like a helmet and like gauntlets for armor and like a spear in their hands. Is it a spear? Let's say it's a spear. Kind of manifests out of magic in front of you. And as you look around, you see one behind the camp too, and you see a few of these like sprouting up, and you manage to you see it in time to kind of wake everybody up.
Yeah, I do. There's Sandman. There's a Sandman. There's several Sandmen around us right now.
Enter Sandman.
Yeah, they entered all of them.
Oh,
they entered at once. Exit night.
This is middle of the night and they all look
Yeah.
aggressive, kind of?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They look like kind of conjured spirits of some kind. And yeah, anyways, 5 of these appear surrounding the camp. You all wake up in time to grab your weapons. It is night. So I assume you're not wearing your armor, but you've got weapons in hand. You're not like sneak attacked or anything. We'll roll initiative and see what happens.
Actually, I'm going to roll this
13.
Also 13.
Anyone?
Is that a 19?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Who got the highest?
I think I
I
did.
think it's well tied.
Yeah.
You beat mine too.
Wow.
So let me get this. We got Tangle, we got Kanaima, Andri, and well tied.
How do I know what my unarmored AC is?
It's going to be 10 plus dex.
Okay, so 13.
How
Cool.
close are they to us? Like, what's the range?
I'd say they're all about 50 feet away from you to start.
Okay. And are they is it like they're on all sides of us, or are they kind of more...
I'm going to say you guys have made this camp against a wall and then spread out among the ruins in front of you in like a half circle. They're all like spaced out. The
So
one
they're all here,
directly
okay.
in front of you looks particularly frightening. He just looks like he has a little more ornamental armor or something. Like he's a step above the rest.
Okay.
However, they're faceless. They're like they could be like kind of elementally driven. They look like these just like conjured soldiers of the sands. Yeah.
Do they all fit within a 20-foot cube? How many?
I've got something for this. When I do Theater of the Mind combat, there's some alternate rules that D&D uses to just like kind of sum up how many people you could hit with something. So 20 foot?
Yeah, 20-foot cube.
I'm going to say you could hit like 3 of them.
Okay, and there's 5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want entangle?
Oh, actually, fairy fire. But
Oh.
just make them all really easy to see and like fill the area with light.
Yeah, for sure. So what do we need to do for fairy fire? Is there any role for it? I forget.
There is, but before... Well, I guess I'll cast it also while, like, addressing them.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to kind of, like, say, like, hey, how's it going? Like, can we help you? Like, are you here to help protect this place? That's what we're here for. And as I do that, I'll, like, fill... Like, hopefully one of them responds, but I'll fill the area with fairy fire. Dexterity saving throw.
Perfect.
So any creature in that area. So it's going to be... I'm going to make it so that, like, if we're here and they're all approaching here, they're all going to eventually have to, like,
Yeah.
kind of come through that.
You're doing like the front 3 kind of thing?
Yeah, so...
Cool. What's a DC for this I have to hit? I think it's...
13.
13? All right. So one of the smaller ones gets hits, like one of the normal ones.
Okay.
Not the boss.
So for the duration as well, objects and affected creatures shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against the affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and if the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. So if they were to try and go
Okay.
invisible, they can't. Yeah, and the light's going to be kind of like a teal, sort of shifting between like soft teals and blues and greens.
You know, when like light hits a pool of water.
That's
and, like,
exactly
reflects?
how I
Like
was
what,
gonna.
That's what the ruins look like.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to
Love that.
describe. It's like kind of like underneath
Sorry,
like
I
water.
stole
yeah.
it, but like I
No, I
love
like it. Yeah, we both like went right there. Yeah. So,
All right, so one of them is exuding that light, and you have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Yeah.
You haven't done any damage to anyone. Who would you like to go next?
Oh, and did they respond to me when I like? Or did they show any recognition of?
The leader of them, the one that looks more ornate, shouts like what sounds like in tone like commands, like an officer would give soldiers. But it's in a language you don't understand.
I don't think they can. They know what we're saying. I'll choose.
Anyone have any ideas to deal with this? If you have
Nice.
creative stuff, shout it out.
Anyone else wants to set up?
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
survive.
I was just going to start attacking unless anyone else has a
Great.
better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any prep?
Do you have a better idea?
Is the voice the same one from my dream?
No.
Wow.
I could do some prep stuff.
Andrew, you wanna go next
This would be
then?
the end of my prep stuff if I do it though. So I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
just go attacking.
All right.
So
Do you want to hit the one that's easy to hit?
no, I want to hit the scariest guy.
Yeah, you go right forward. You hop like a short wall of ruin and just like.
Oh no,
stare
but
down.
I'm actually gonna
Oh.
cast spells on it.
Oh, that's fair. Keep
Yeah.
your distance. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my my symbol and be like, Sekra, please protect me from that scary ghost person who's in charge of all these other scary ghost people. I cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, you know, why not? Might as well start casting spells. So yeah, it's just a ranged spell attack, I believe.
Yep. Guiding bolt. Yeah, you're gonna make a ranged spell attack, and it's 46 radiant if it hits.
Yep.
And the next attack roll against has advantage.
Yep. It's
You're
21.
definitely hitting this.
Yeah, I don't like ghosts.
No one does.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So 5 plus 6, so 11, 14, and number 4, 18 damage, 18 radiant damage to it.
Really good for a first level spell.
Yeah,
If
it's
you ever
pretty
wanna
easy.
roll multiple, you can do
Oh,
that.
that'd be great.
So guiding bolt is the next attack roll against it before the end of your next turn.
Yes. So yeah, the next attack on it will have advantage in addition to the damage I just did to it.
It's glittering in the warm, like yellow light of like Sekra's benevolence.
Yeah. Is he like happy about it? Is he like he's
No.
into it? No.
He's like into it.
No, you see it like rip away at the sand that makes up its body as it struggles to like get more sand to like
Well, that's a sign that he's evil right there. If he was good, he would be happy with this situation.
It's very true. You have done like a significant blow to it. Like
Yeah.
one of its gauntlets like falls to the ground like and clatters there on some stones, and the rest of it is like being held, like trying to hold itself together a little more.
And this is the leader looking.
Yeah, you definitely it was a good hit.
okay.
I mean, like 18 damage. That's solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm very
wow.
happy after my like 4 that I was doing before.
Do you want to move anywhere or position yourself better or?
Well, how close are they to us at this point?
They're all like about 50 feet away.
Yeah, I'll back up just a little bit just so
Yeah,
that they
stay
can't.
with this camp thing. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
around your sleeping bags.
Yeah, and I'll pass it to Tangle, who's got
Yeah.
some potential,
Okay.
control.
Yeah. Is talking to them a full action or is that a bonus?
If it's a couple words, it's nothing. It's free. You can
Okay.
use one free action to say a couple words.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that before my main action. I ask, like, are you lost souls?
Okay. You get no answer from them.
Okay. I'm gonna prep an action then instead of doing one now.
Okay. What would
Or
you
prep
want
a
to do?
reaction rather. I guess I'll wait to see if they respond or anything. But if they attack me or any of my friends, I want to fly up into the air and then cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
On whichever one attacks.
I think you
or-
might have to fly first because you can
yeah.
only prep the action, not the movement. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure, I'll fly.
So you jump like 40 feet, is it, into the air?
Yeah, just kind of like
Okay.
Yeah.
So you consider to be concentrating while that happens. So if you're hit by something, it could break concentration. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So you prep the spell, you hold the magical energy, and you're ready to fire it as someone attacks. Who do you want to go next?
You two both gone. So yeah, Kanina.
Yeah. So are they moving any? Like, are they moving closer to us?
I mean, not yet because they haven't had a turn yet.
Okay.
But they are like
they're-
set on moving toward. Like they're
Okay.
surrounding you.
Because they're still like what you said, 50 feet away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just realized
Do you-
I didn't roll my burnout dice.
Oh,
too.
please do.
That's a 4. I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Oh wait, isn't it a D10 now?
I spent.
Nice.
Yeah. whatever
If
it's
you
called.
want, before that, because you guys work as a team, seriously, you could pick either the leader or you could pick the underlings to go next so that they're in position for Kanaima to hit.
Yeah. Because
Who do you
I
want to
don't
go?
have to use all my movement to get.
Sometimes it's good to let the DM go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the leader so that I can
Cool.
see if he like has any response to my question.
He doesn't. He just stares ahead.
Well, heck. I was like, lost souls. Maybe these are the like souls of former adventurers. We can.
Who knows?
They're evil ghosts.
So he's going to walk like his. He's going to walk 30 feet forward and hurl his spear at Andri. It's what's your 10 plus dex AC?
10 plus dex AC is my dex is 0, so 10.
10.
Right?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That's fair. It's going to be 5 piercing damage.
Wait, but like I've
Does it
got like a
cover?
shield and arm. Like does my normal AC
I say your
not work?
shield counts.
Okay, so 12. Yeah.
You know what? Congratulations.
Okay.
You
Sweet.
just missed it with two extra AC. It bounces off your shield, and as it falls to the ground, dissolves to sand and kind of reappears in his hand again.
You threw sand at me.
Cool.
The sand like clunk like metal though when it hit that shield. And then he raises a hand and like shoots a jet of sand out of the ground at Tangle, who's flown up.
Motherfucker.
I know. It's going to be a 19 to hit.
Well, obviously that hits.
All right, it's 4 slashing damage as the sand cuts into you.
So then you have to hold concentration. And...
Yep. You will have to make a con save. It's 10 or the damage you took, whatever's higher, so just 10. Do you want to use the... You got 10.
Well, plus
fine.
2, yeah, so 10.
All right, you're going to make another con save to not be blinded.
Oh,
This one's a little harder.
10.
That one's not going to work.
I'm going to use my
Divine.
divine...
Crap?
Yeah, it's called Favor of the Stars.
You would do it favorite. Is it 2d4 or 1?
2d4. So...
Ooh.
You're good.
All right, we're up to 16 now.
That is the Divine Soul trait, where you get one lucky little... It's so many luckies in this room right now, actually.
It's-
Because we're using Human Determination, which is a new thing, where humans get a little bit of lucky.
Commander Aisha was smiling upon me. This was her...
That
day.
she was today.
I fully believe that. Sick. Okay, so now that doesn't interrupt my thing. Now I can retaliate.
Now they can pick who goes next. It
but
can
So
be...
my-
It's you
my
have priority.
reaction
yeah.
though goes. Okay, yeah.
Oh, right, because they attack people.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, the fucker who did that to me is gonna get a nice face full of Sacred Flame.
Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah.
So I got a crit.
Whoa.
Wait, Sacred Flame or Firebolt?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, they do a save. Firebolt, you do an attack.
Right. Fruck.
Do you want to keep it as a firebolt and we'll just lie and say you know what you're doing?
Got that
Yeah,
crit.
because then you can crit.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll accept
Get
it
that crit.
begrudgingly. What's the damage usually?
D10.
So it's 2d10.
Woo. All right, 5 and.
But you did get
I
a
know.
2 on your
Another
burnout.
2 5s?
Yeah.
So you're dealing 10 damage, and that was to the lead guy.
And I failed my burnout.
So yeah, you strike him, and like another piece of his armor falls to the ground, dissolves into sand.
Okay.
And then
it
was
is
that a
radiant
cantrip?
damage. Is he like a ghost? Does it do anything
Yeah,
extra?
I also was dealing radiant
This
damage.
does not seem to do more than normal to them. You get the feeling they are not actually undead. They're more like constructs or summons.
But wait, it wasn't radiant damage because we said it was Firebolt.
Well, then still
Never
nothing.
mind.
But we still would have.
But we still would have known.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I failed my burnout, so
Okay,
So you
was
go
a
down
cantrip,
one.
though.
It's a cantrip, no punishment. You're at D10 now.
cool.
Next up is Kanaima, I guess. because you're one of the last ones to go. Unless you guys want the other guards to go.
I mean, they're close enough to
Yeah.
for me to hit now.
The main one is
Yeah.
the leader.
So
That's
I'm
yeah.
probably
All right.
gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna run in.
And you're gonna do two attacks.
Okay, the first one, the main one is a crit.
What?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Wow.
The second one doesn't hit.
The second one probably doesn't.
All right, so we're gonna roll. It's all
Crit
dice
sneak.
twice.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So you're gonna roll like
Jesus.
3d6 twice.
Do you want to roll all of these?
Jesus.
So, like 66.
Yeah, it's 66 literally because
Oh,
you're.
you got it.
Okay.
As far as I
cool.
know, if I'm like, correct me on my stream if I'm bad at rules, but I'm pretty sure it's all dice twice.
So that
Holy
is
fuck.
Oh my god.
12, 16.
You also have advantage on
20.
both attacks too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
20. Oh, should I really
You're
roll that
going
one?
to kill it
22. 27.
if that's cool.
Oh my god.
Plus 3.
Yeah, you don't even need to
30?
reroll that other attack. Yeah.
I was
So-
feeling good about my 18 once upon a time.
I want you to know, even though you feel like the damage is like your swords are not cutting at it truly, like they seem to be just slipping through sand as you go at it, you just end up like jabbing one of your scimitars into the eye socket of its helm and just whipping the helm across, and it explodes in a fiery bunch of sand on like a ruin, and just like his whole form just falls and sinks into the ground. That's fairly great.
Are the other ones like, yeah, I'm into that? Like, we're happy that you got rid of our boss who we don't like?
No,
I've taken down your leader!
they're like expressionless, right?
Does
But
that
they
mean
don't
you're
look
the
like
new
their
leader?
zeal for combat has been ebbed at all.
Right.
Okay.
Like they look ready to fight still, and fight they will. And you just killed their commander.
Yeah.
So the other ones are gonna swarm you,
Shit.
and they're gonna do their best to just take you down.
What happens to my second attack? 'Cause
Oh,
if the first one killed him.
do you have enough movement to get another 30 feet?
Yeah, I probably do. Yeah.
Because you got 20 to that
20.
guy.
I could use my feline agility again.
Do you want to?
I don't really want. I might actually use it to run away from them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So after that, I'd probably
Run back to the camp with them.
get like cover behind a wall or something.
Yeah, for sure. There's like a half wall that you can get. Like I'm gonna say you can easily get half cover, which is +2 to AC here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Cool.
do that. Yeah.
All right, they're gonna throw their spears at you still, but it's
Oh wait, they don't get opportunity attacks on me.
No,
Driving away, so,
they don't.
Yeah.
on their turn though. They're
Okay, it's on
gonna,
their
they're gonna aim at you because you killed their leader and they're upset. What's your AC? 10 plus 10 plus Dex. 13?
Yeah, it would be
And
13,
then
but then I have 2 for the
Plus
cover.
2, so 15.
Yeah.
It's not great. 3 attacks hit, 1 crit.
Okay. Shit.
So it's a total of 16 damage. It's awful. As like, one of them gets a good gash on your side there, it seems. They're just pinning you down, and like you can avoid them, but I'm gonna say the loss of HP is like your exhaustion of like dodging back and forth as these spears hit you and then dissolve into sand and like kind of just like it's wearing you down.
So
that's your
wait, It was
16.
16?
Yeah, piercing
Okay.
damage. But I mean, I like HP when it's a little less like, oh, you're bleeding and stuff. I like it when it's just your
Yeah.
exhaustion. How are you doing?
I'm at 11.
Okay, this is how it is. Next up can be you if you like, because you got damaged, or you can, if you want to interrupt. If you don't want to interrupt, I'm gonna pick you anyways.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I feel like you're in a pickle, so this is fun.
Yeah. Huh.
This is the joy of playing a hard mode D&D game. I feel suddenly I'm like, ooh.
How
look
close
at
are
that.
they?
They're all like 20 feet away from you.
20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them is easy to hit.
One of them's still lit up and easy to hit. How long does that last?
1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm pretty mad at them.
Yeah. Like one of them's glowing, so you have advantage
I
on all
would
attack
probably
rolls for it.
go up to the one that is lit up.
Yeah.
The one that's lit.
Go to the lit one. Okay, so you
Yeah.
get. We'll do just we'll do them separately because they're advantage now.
Okay, yeah. So advantage. I'll roll these two. Okay, one is a 1 and the other one is so I'm definitely taking this 11 plus 5.
Okay,
So 16.
You were gonna hit.
Cool. And then I will do
So that will
my
be
sneak
with the
attack.
sneak attack because you're alone.
Yeah.
This pirate swashbuckler thing is so good.
8. Oh, that's 8. 11 plus 3. 14? 14?
14 physical.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Even though, again, your slashes seem to be doing less than the other attacks you've seen, you do get a good hit. You like knock one of its gauntlets aside. It seems to be taking some heavy damage.
Second attack.
Yep.
On it?
Still has advantage.
Okay, cool.
Fairy Fire was a good call. Even though it only hit one, like it's still...
Oh my
you just
god,
get
that is
two
2
ones?
ones. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Can I spend my inspiration to roll?
I know, right?
I'm going to actually spend my inspiration to re-roll one of those.
Can you? I think it only gives you advantage,
I?
right?
Oh, yeah, it only gives you advantage. So
Which
I'm
you
not gonna
already
bother.
had.
not
I think I'm going to
bother.
make you eat this punishment.
Yeah,
You
no.
got one attack on him,
Yeah.
but like, double one?
I mean, yeah,
I'm going to
no.
enforce that. I'm surprised I'm not doing anything crazy to you.
You like trip and fall.
Yeah, it's like,
And then I'm going to probably piece out of there.
I'm going to say, as you're attacking them, one of your scimitars gets lodged in its like helm.
Okay.
And like you can run, but you got to leave that scimitar.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
I'll leave it. I'm gonna run.
You can get
I'm
back
gonna-
when they're dead, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna run back behind the wall.
Yeah, cool.
It doesn't matter. My claw attack is 1d6.
Right? So there you,
You don't
go.
even need
Okay,
a
cool.
scimitar.
I don't need this.
Well, look at me trying to
My
punish
hands
you.
are weapons.
Fair enough. Who do you want to go next? You did damage to them, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I'll take the turn. Unless anyone wants
Sure.
to cut me off with inspiration.
I'm behind the wall again.
Yeah, you're making yourself kind of hidden.
Very hidden. Actually, can I? Oh, is the second attack a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't bonus action hide.
Oh,
But
that-
you can in the future.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have like one of them. Since you're hiding, like there's gonna be two on each of you. So for Andrew, you're gonna take 1 hit, so it's 4 piercing.
Okay.
1 misses, and for Well Tide, nothing is gonna happen good here for me. Well Tide, you seem to just have the agility of an elf today.
I didn't even pay attention. They just.
I know,
happened
you're
to
like,
miss
huh,
it.
huh? And they're like jabbing at you, but you've both got 2 on you in melee range, pinning you down. Andrew, you can go next if you like, because you got the...
Yeah. So I've got 2 on me right now.
Yep.
I'm a little torn as to whether I start fighting or whether I just heal Kanaima.
Is one of them the glowy one, or is the glowy
One of the glowy ones on Andrew, I'm gonna
Is
say.
on me. Okay. Where am I for spells overall? Still doing okay.
They're really
TikTok,
mad at
TikTok,
me.
they're on you.
They're really mad at me.
What's Andrew's gut decision?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. I'm just gonna. I'm using my my secret flame on.
Is that a save for me?
Yeah. So 13 on the non-glowy one.
Wisdom save, right?
Dexterity.
I am going to hit. I
So
succeed.
you succeeded. Okay, so it does not. And then and I got to roll my
So, like, yeah,
spell die. It's a 7,
You're
so I'm
good.
good.
It avoids it, like the flame comes down and it seems to just like kind of like evaporate into the sand a bit and pop out somewhere else,
yeah, and then
like right beside you again.
as my bonus, I think that's how. Yeah, I can do healing word as a bonus, right? That's the reason that I use that
Healing
spell.
word is a bonus,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm gonna, as a bonus, I'm going to send a healing word to Kanaima.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do a D4. So 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4.
4. Woo!
So I said 4, and then I roll my burnout again. And it's an
You're
8.
good, you're
So I'm
safe.
good. Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty good. 4, that's not bad. These count when you're like. Thank God our rogue is a tank, by the way.
Right?
We
Oh my
we
God.
rolled our HP, and I want you to know that Brianna rolled the maximum number on all of her, both of her level up dice. She rolled 2 8s, so she is literally the tankiest person here as the gentle rogue.
Yes.
We'll see if that holds out. Who do you want to go next?
I'm gonna give it to Tingle.
Tangle, and then Welltide will be after.
All right, so I'm gonna
Attack the glowing one.
yeah, the glowing one. Let's get that thing done and dead. And burn out. Okay, 15 to hit.
Cool, you're gonna hit.
Yeah, 6 damage, and my burnout passes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, perfect. 15 hit, 6 damage.
Mhm.
And it's fire damage you did?
Yeah.
Cool. And no burnout. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay, next up is Welltide. You've got
Alright.
2 surrounding you.
Would I be able to do a damage cantrip and a healing word?
Yep, as long as the action's a cantrip, the bonus action can be a spell. Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Can I start with the healing word?
You can
then
do
the
any order you
attack?
like.
Okay, yeah. So I'll start with the healing word towards Kanaima.
Yay.
I'll
Right.
just sort of like whisper something in Druidic with good meaning towards Kanaima. So it's 1. Here, I'll roll the burnout first. Well, it burns.
Is it a level 1 spell?
It is level 1.
Okay. It's okay. Take care of the healing. 1d4.
And 1d4, and what is it plus?
Plus
Yeah.
it's
I rolled it by accident, but so 1 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is wisdom. So 3.
Oh,
So
I
4
didn't.
damage?
Sorry, I didn't add my spellcasting ability modifier
Oh.
too. So you get another 3 on top of that.
Oh, sick. So I'm at.
Oh,
What did you add to yours?
It's because I'm a life path.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
I've got all sorts of extra bonus healing.
So I'm at 18 right now.
So
and
4
then
for me, and then another 3 for
Yeah, yeah.
from you. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm
Alright.
at 21.
As
Sweet.
for your burnout,
So I'm not doing so badly now.
Yeah, I forgot.
what level spell is it?
1.
Okay, it saps you of 2 HP.
Ooh.
Yeah,
My
it
first
exhausts
damage.
you to... Yeah, I know, right? The first damage you've ever taken is spell burnout. 2 HP and your burnout die goes down a size.
Okay.
And then you can cast your cantrip.
Okay.
I know, it's literally sapping herself to heal Kanaima.
Yeah.
I like this.
I used some of my own stamina. Yeah. Sorry. I'm bad at
She's so kind.
sheets.
Bless you.
So you're gonna do a dex.
What cantrip is it?
Frostbite cantrip.
Ooh,
so-
dex save for me.
Oh no, con
con?
save. Yeah.
I'm going to fail it.
All right, and I got an 8 on the
8
burnout.
damage?
Or
Oh, no,
no,
it's
on
a
the
burnout die?
burnout.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah. And then the damage is just a d6.
I assume it's the one in front of you still, or the one
so
in front of you.
4 damage, and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
Perfect.
Was that the
All
glowy
right.
one that you did that to?
The glowy one's one of the ones.
The glowy one.
Yeah, the glowy one actually.
Yeah, okay.
It's my bad. It dies.
Oh, great.
Sick.
You did just enough damage.
That's great.
Oh, from the fireball?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So it sinks into the sand, and its metal armor disappears into the grains of sand as well.
Okay. So a little less
This one was
worried.
cold damage on it.
Since you did that, the new round's going to start, and they're going to take another turn. There's one still on Andri that's going to roll normally. It's going to critically miss.
Sweet.
There's one on you that has disadvantage. It's going to critically miss. And there's one on you that doesn't. It's going to be another one. That was 4 dice and 3 ones, everybody.
Wow.
Hard mode campaign. This DM's super terrible.
Three Stooges.
Hey, well, I rolled
Remaining.
2 1s on an advantage. So.
It's true.
Yeah, no, we're really getting we got all the 20s out early, and now it's all 1s from
All
here
my
on
con
out.
saves were 20s.
No one took damage. I'm going to say Kanaima's up next, because I'm just
Yay.
interested to see what they do.
Okay. So
There's still
where?
three surviving. One's on Andri, 2 are on Welltide. They're all at the camp, like just next to the sleeping bags.
Okay.
And you're like behind a wall watching it happen.
Okay. What's the one like closest to the wall?
I'm gonna say one of Welltide's.
Okay.
Hugging this wall.
Man, after I took like 16 like
I
in
mean, to
one
be fair,
go,
that was like 3 hits and a crit.
right? So I'm gonna just like I'm gonna jump out from behind the wall, and I'm gonna go after the one that's on
Cool.
wild tide because I
Yeah.
see that
There's one
they
that
healed
took
me,
one that took a
so-
bit of frostbite damage is looking like a good
Yeah.
target.
So I'm gonna go at them.
How long does that frostbite last till? Is it over now?
Yeah, just the next one. So
Cool.
yeah. It's
And
over.
I'm gonna scimitar first.
Yeah.
Actually, roll this one. So it's a 7 plus 5, 13.
13.
Oh no, 12.
A
12.
12 is not going to make it. Do you want to use inspiration to get advantage on it?
Sure. I will,
Alright,
I will
roll it
use
again.
it. Let's see. 11 plus 5.
16?
Yeah.
You're going to hit with that.
Okay, cool.
And you get the sneak attack. You're next to Wild Tide.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
You get the always on sneak attack.
6, that's 11. 12 plus 3, 15.
15?
Yeah.
I hate having to do resistance math. Okay. That actually just barely kills it.
Yay.
You manage to take it down, and it dissolves into a mess of sand again as you like slice through it until it can no longer hold up its body.
Okay.
What do you want to do next? Still have your bonus action.
How? So, like, it was like literally on the other side of the wall. I'm just trying to figure out how.
Like,
much
you maybe moved like
movement.
10 feet.
Okay.
I don't be too harsh on it. What do you want to
Okay. I'm gonna do a claw attack on the next closest
do?
one.
The one, there's another one on Wild
There,
Tide.
yeah, I'm gonna do a
Perfect.
claw attack on that one. Well, that's an 18 plus 5.
Yep, that's going to hit,
Yeah.
and it'll just be.
Just the
It's still
one,
offhand, so
D6.
it's just a d6 with no mod, no
Well,
addition.
Yeah, claw attack's just 1d6 anyway, so 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and you scratch and claw at the other one. Doesn't seem to do too much to it, but I mean, it's something.
I'm
You're making contact.
gonna piece out back behind that wall.
Yeah. Does that trigger opportunity attacks or okay? What does? Is it just like any movement that doesn't, or
Yeah, like nothing because
it's as long as you attack?
As long as I attack within
Right, right,
melee, they can't do opportunity
That's what
on
it
me if I
is.
try to like. piece
Okay,
it
I
out.
like that.
Yeah.
You can't just like go in there and be like, oh, I'm not attacking, and then run
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Tangle, Andri, or Wild Tide is next.
Yeah.
I guess any of you.
Do I have?
Anybody got some sweet things they want to do?
Anybody want to do something cool?
I'm just gonna frostbite again. So
I'm similar.
Yeah, it seems like it's starting to wind down. So it's
Time.
just kind of
everyone's just
clean them up with
cantrips.
cantrips. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to a Wild Tide because I just hit the one closest to you. So
Yeah,
I'm
maybe you
hoping
can finish it
like
off
maybe do
again.
it something.
Sure. Yeah. Do
Okay.
another save.
My con save is a natural 20.
Yeah, that saves. So yeah, nothing. Happens.
Nothing from frostbite. Any other things you want to do?
No, I'll just
And,
keep its attention on me.
Roll the what's your burnout die now? D10.
Yeah, it's D10 now. So
All right. 1 or 2. No, you're safe. Which one of you wants to go?
You do it.
All right.
Tangle. Let's see it.
All right. Here we go. Fireball. Fireball time. Blah 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 blah. Pew, pew, pew. Heck. All right. Well, only 2 damage.
What do you get to hit? 16.
16.
All right, that does hit. Only
Wait.
2, and the burnout.
Oh fuck! And the burnout again.
So you're
Which
down
one were you
to-
attacking? Or is there one
You're down to a D.
There's 2 left.
There's
so-
2 left.
D8 now.
Probably the one that's already been damaged.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then Andrew, do you want to do anything else as well?
Yeah, I'm also gonna try to attack the one that is already been damaged. I'm using
Alright.
Sacred Flame, so it's 13 Dex check.
You guys make my life so easy. It's gonna fail.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna roll my burnout. And I'm gonna roll the damage. Yeah, I'm fine with burnout, and I do 8 damage to it.
Okay, sweet. That's going to take it down, and since that's the end of a round, there's only the one left. I'm going to say you guys managed to take it out very quickly, and it dissolves. It's almost like lost its will to fight as its others have gone down, and it sinks into the sand again. And the scene kind of is just like silent again after the clash of spears and the bolts of fire. Everything seems to kind of calm again, and you see the wind like kind of sweep the sand away as if they were never there in the first place. And yeah, and like the whispers are just in the back of your mind again, and just like this eerie feeling. But yeah, you've defeated this threat for now. And do you want to take a short rest, like an hour? Like, do you want to do some more hit dice stuff, or spend some more hit dice right now, or do you want to?
Can we do a short rest?
Like, I mean, like it's an hour, so yeah. Like I'll say you're still in your rest resumes, and you can spend more hit dice if you want.
Okay.
Well,
Question about
Yeah.
hit dice only recover on long rest,
Yeah.
and the magical burnout.
It recovers on a long rest as well.
Does it go up 1 or does it go like all the way on?
I believe it goes all the way up on
Okay.
long rest,
Okay.
and then you can use a hit dice to increase it by 1.
what's HP right now for Kanaima?
I'm at 21.
That's pretty
Okay,
good. You
what's-
guys did
what's
a
your
lot
max?
of healing at 27.
Yeah.
27. Okay.
Yeah, my max is 21. I'm not gonna do hit dice.
If I use Channel Divinity, could I do that and then still get the benefits of short rest to gain it back?
Oh.
This is my question.
Oh, I see what you want to do.
Yeah.
It refreshes on short rest, eh?
Yeah, I know. That's the one short rest.
Yeah,
refresh
short
that
rest
I
is an
have.
hour. I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
I'll
going
be
to
kind.
probably
That's
spend
what
it
this
on
game is about.
myself because I'm at 10.
Your channel divinity is just a heal, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Heal it up.
So I'm going to go back up to my full.
Yeah.
My favor of the stars recovers, but I'm not using any hit dice or anything.
Okay. After this short rest and you sleep the rest of the night, you all regain 1 fatigue because your sleep was not great. Yeah. All right. And let's see. At dawn as well, I guess you're going to take 1 hunger and 1 thirst too. You can offset that with some rations if you want to.
Yeah, let me
do
eat
that.
breakfast.
So you'll take 1 of each, but you gain 2 of each if you use your rations.
Like 2 per ration?
Yeah, rations are solid. You will accumulate 2 on like 2 kind of damage to all 3 stats over the course of a day, and like 1 ration. So 1 ration will last you 1 day, essentially. So yeah, you guys are up. You're wary, vigilant, kind of worried about what's up ahead, but everything seems still, and there seems to be a path ahead of you leading towards this tower. What do you want to do?
Well, I think we killed all the ghosts last night, so we're probably fine.
Yeah, that
we
seems
can
right.
explore
5.
now.
That's all.
Yeah.
Pick up my scimitar. Obviously, at the end of that.
Yeah, you get your scimitar back.
I'm gonna fly up to the top and investigate, like see if there's any windows I can look in, like see if there's like a rooftop.
The tower is
situation.
actually broken open on the top of it. Like half the tower is fallen and crumbled. So it goes about like, I'd say it's even though it's 100 foot wide, like it's probably only like 60 or 70 feet tall, like the tallest wall around it, and it's kind of just like broken to different extents as in different areas. So you can see the morning sunlight kind of cast this long shadow into it, and it looks just kind of like there might have been rooms in it too, but like the outside they've just been ruined a bit. The sand fills the base of it, so you can't really see the floor. That's just like blown in over the years. Yeah.
This is the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a large entrance, like an archway leading into it with no doorway anymore. It's long rotted away and fallen off. So it's just like an archway leading into it that's very open, very tall, like a 15-foot kind of arch. Yeah, in the stark, like the light is like vibrantly hitting the bright white stone of it and just illuminating everything.
I'm gonna like look for signs of I keep forgetting his name, but the young mage.
Oh, of Traven?
Traven.
Yeah, make a wisdom survival check.
Cool. 18.
Wow, that's going to be good. Yeah, you do see like footprints leading towards the tower at a certain point. It's really hard because the sand is like all over the place, but you see like a couple that are on like some of the stone that's fallen over, and they're like, you almost pass them by, but at the like as you pass them, you miss them, and you're like, oh, okay, like so I don't know. It's a tough find. There's not like a firm path there, but that's where it looks like they're headed.
So like into the tower.
Yeah.
I think he went into the tower.
We've established.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the same thing.
All right.
Yeah.
We enter.
as you enter, like, you don't see any, because it kind of reduces the sand again. You don't see any more footprints. You don't know if you got into it or not. But yeah, as you all enter this tower and the sunlight's kind of just pouring in over the edge and covering you in shadow, you notice your voices like kind of magically echo in here a little more, as if the tower were still built. And it's like a very weird effect. Like the whispers die down a bit, but you notice your voices are like loud and stark.
Is it like a big open room?
Yeah, it kind of is. And then there's the remnants of what probably used to be a room on one side of it on the far side. And something glistens just as the sun's peeking over the edge of the tower and hits it. And something glistens like brilliantly in like the colors of the rainbow, like burning magnesium almost. It's so bright and beautiful.
Oh, I'm immediately drawn to it.
As it's revealed, it is like a gem, like this big. And it's just like a round oval, and it's just covered in small, like flat pieces of like it's called like a, I don't know. Yeah, it's made up of a lot of different faceted pieces that are all like gleaming in like teals and pinks and purples and all the oranges and reds. Like it's just like glittering, beautiful thing. Like you haven't seen something worth this much in your life.
Wait a minute.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it, anyone!
This is a tower that no one has come back from alive, and the treasure is on the first floor.
Yeah, I showed to see if Tavern's in there. Like,
If,
if
like-
like called for his name.
It echoes into the area. You see no sign of him. Like it seems like if he was here, he's not anymore.
I'm gonna check that gem out for traps.
Can we
around
like
it.
throw a rock at it or something?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you want to throw a rock at it?
Just throw a little stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
nothing
go.
happens.
It just like
Just a-
bounces.
yeah.
The pebble bounces off of it effortlessly. It seems it doesn't even move. It's heavy, and it's on like kind of one of like a clay pedestal, like about knee height. Just like a circular kind of concave thing that fits it, and it just like it doesn't even budge when you throw the little pebble at it. It looks like it weighs quite a bit.
Remember what that
I
woman
was
told us?
Just thinking that.
Yeah, she said something about the best prizes are the smallest or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the pedestal! Take the pedestal!
We
Actually,
solved your riddle.
I want to see like try to examine all the areas that the light that's coming from this big crystal, like
It's
where
more like
they're
reflecting.
touching. Yeah, like where is it reflecting? Like investigate all the spots that seem the brightest. That it's like.
I mean, as the sun rises and moves, they kind of move across like in a mosaic of colors along the walls nearest it. But it doesn't seem to be generating anything from its own or have any rhyme or reason to it. It just seems to be like as far as you can see, there's no pattern to this or no reason for it. It's just like
So-
it's literally light refracting off this gem.
Is it like a disco ball?
Like in a sense, yes, but it's like if a disco ball were also a diamond.
I try to catch the light on the wall.
Ah!
Can I clarify? Like, so I'm picturing like we just walked in. This is like down the first hallway.
Yeah, like the tower's pretty open, so it's like this big open like kind of ruin, and there's some like half walls still up like outside, and there what looks like what used to be a room, but it's crumbled down, and you just see the bottoms of the
And
walls
is there
now.
a
It's in
stairwell
that.
around that continues to go upwards? Like, are there floors above this, or it's like everything's fallen? This is the.
I'd
one
say
spot?
there's remnants of stairs and stuff you could grab onto, but like nothing you could climb or walk up easily, and like the other floors are like completely like caved out and stuff
Oh,
like
so
that.
this really is.
It's like open and like it seems like it right now.
I'm gonna look for like any other signs of Tavern or like other people. That's his name.
Yeah, Travin.
Travin. I almost got it.
Sorry. So have we done like a full on like check for traps check at this
Yeah,
point?
I mentioned checking for traps.
Yeah, you guys check you guys want to check the egg. You want to check around.
Yeah.
What do you want to check? Like what? There's sand. There's walls. There's this egg. There's like. What do you want to do? Give me specifics.
I want to cast guidance on whoever is going to check for traps.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's my step one in all this. So I'm going to roll. I mean, it just
Ooh,
happens.
Yeah,
But I'm going to roll my burnout die.
that gives a neat effect to guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance is no longer just for everything.
So
You're
it's
good.
not. Yeah. So it's
So-
so it's you get a D6.
Someone gets a D6 or D4.
D4. Yeah. Sorry. Plus D4
I
to whatever ability
used
check.
guidance way too much in my last
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
So who wants to search stuff? What are you? You want to search for signs of Traven. You want to search for traps.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'd be
Guidance
going
for
towards
you
the
because you're doing traps.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for? Like just looking in the sand or looking like on
The sand
Yeah.
and like around like the pedestal, I guess.
the roll an investigation check with intelligence.
Okay. Investigation.
And we're like helping too, right?
Yeah.
So they get advantage.
Ooh.
Hey, if it's hard mode, we're gonna.
Right?
Who's helping?
He's helping. Because then they'll
Like
roll
all
this.
of us,
who
right?
who looks for traps and then who
Well,
looks
someone
for...
someone help look for traps.
Okay, I'm gonna
and
help
we'll-
look for traps.
Okay.
Then roll a D20
a
as well for
D-
you.
Okay.
Oh, do I roll a d4?
Yeah, we
or
add the
you also
D4 to
add the
either one of
D4.
them.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
so I
this
got a
from?
lower.
This
Oh,
is-
I
I
got
just
the
leave this
same.
here?
Yeah.
But that's a 3.
We'll do this first. So that's 13 plus. Do you have any? What's your intelligence?
Intelligence, I get a +1. So, yeah, 14. Is it?
13, 14. And are you? Is there any investigation proficiency?
No.
Or like roguish check for traps bonuses.
Yeah,
I don't know how
that.
rogues
There is like I think the thief archetype gives it that.
Yeah.
Anyways, you don't discover anything trap-like in the area as you're searching things, especially in the center where like the sand is kind of built up along the walls and kind of concave into the center. As you're like brushing through stuff, you notice there is like a stone floor underneath the sand. It's kind of like impossible to get a good look, but you see some like, different carvings in it. Like it was once like a nice stone floor that was part of this temple. But you can't really get the sand away to get it's so much sand to move. You would need some way to move a lot of it at once if
If
you want to
only
get a
one
good
of us
view.
had a gust ability.
Or spell. You wanted to look for signs of Traven as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a roll investigation check as well.
So not a...
Oh, survival? It's tracking, right? Yeah, let's do survival wisdom. Let's give you
Okay.
the benefit of the doubt.
Cool.
Let's make it interesting and use all our skills.
And you're helping me? Or no?
Roll a d20.
Oh, gosh.
That was a real help.
So 9 plus
3.
plus 3. So yeah, you see nothing. It's unlike before. You can't find any sense of them.
So I walk up to the big shimmery crystal then, and I look at it. I try to stare into it. Can I see through it?
Like as you peer deep inside of it, it almost appears as if something's like moving inside of it. Like it's so colorful and dazzling that you get like the slightest hint of like movement within.
I think there's something in here.
Maybe it's Traven.
Traven, can you hear me?
Oh my god.
Just
thank you.
shout at it.
Traven, you in there?
No response.
I knock on it.
It rocks a little in response, like more than it maybe should. As if there is something in there.
Is this an egg?
Ooh.
Yeah, you notice out of the corner of your eye the songbird that Silvara turned into, perching on a side of the tower, watching you
Oh.
as you shake it.
So
Wait,
Do we
I
notice,
noticed-
or
yeah,
do you all
this
do,
is-
I'm gonna
so I'll
say.
do.
wait, Silvara, is that you?
As you watch, her body changes once more, but she doesn't morph back into a human. The form elongates, and she becomes this giant, not giant, it's a large snake. She's probably stretched out a good 15 feet long. And her green teal scales kind of glisten with all these colors, just like the egg did. And her head is almost like dragon-like in appearance, and she's got 2 wings coming off of her snake body and a couple arms as well, and just radiating with light as she changes into this large beast of sorts.
I gasp at it.
Yeah, it's
in awe.
it is frightening, but it's beautiful as these kind of angelic wings sprout from this snake creature.
I'm not even frightened. I just think she's beautiful. Wow, you are beautiful. Just
Yeah, she looks down at you and she's like, "You're just like the others that come here, trying to steal from me."
Actually, I'm just looking for my friend.
And she like kind of hisses at you from above on this perch and like walks across the crumbling tower walls as like pieces chip off under her claws. And she's like, "No, he was just like the others too, and he wanted to steal from me. They all do. And I'm protecting this place."
Is he inside of that?
And she like kind of like laughs with this snake hissing laugh and is like, "Of course not." She's like, that is the most precious thing in my world, and you will not have it."
I don't want it.
Yeah, she seems quite upset. And as she's saying this, you can hear like the rustle of sand and the wind pick up, and the sand around you kind of twirl a bit too and pick up. And yeah, she looks down at you furious and says, like, "Just like the others, you'll never leave this place."
Mm-hmm. So you just keep murdering people then, is what I'm hearing right now.
She's like, "I have one duty, and that is to protect this place against all invaders and to protect what lies within. And once I pass, my child will do the same." And she like hisses at you guys as she starts to climb down the wall a bit and just crumbling things as she climbs.
But why?
Yeah.
You get the sense that there's like a madness to this creature.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, you led us here. We would never even come if you hadn't led us here.
She said, "I hoped you would see reason and avoid this. And if you were, but I could tell you were intent on your journey. I could tell there was no swaying you from your prize you wanted to claim."
We weren't looking to actually claim anything. We just wanted to figure out what was going on because someone got murdered in our town over this mystery. Yeah. We wanted to just make sure nothing bad was happening. We even heard about the end of days.
Yeah.
She like cries into the air and says that like whoever tries to like, no matter how many people they send or how strong the people they send, she will prevent people from stealing her precious treasure.
Can you take it
And
somewhere
that's it.
else?
Her madness is kind of engulfing her a bit.
Oh, she's just like
Okay.
Yeah.
completely
This is
just
like
gone.
Yeah, like you don't see reason in this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's kind of where I want to leave things.
I've been ready for this since day one.
Oh my god, no, let's find out.
There's this crazy, beautiful snake creature
Yeah.
ready to defend its young that it thinks you're trying to steal for some reason.
Andrea is so ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weltide does not want to fight.
I know,
He's
right?
I
just
don't want to
like,
fight it either.
oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'd like to drop things today.
Awesome.
Love it so much.
I'm
Should
super
not have knocked it.
Yeah, I mean, like we wrapped up last one doing like kind of things you like, things you want more of, and things you didn't like or whatever. So I don't mind wrapping it up with a quick little gab sesh of that again on camera if everybody's cool with it. Let's start with you, Jonathan, because I think we started with Chase last time.
Sure. Yeah.
No pressure.
No. Yeah. No pressure taken. I really liked. Actually, just there's like a lot of cool, like moments. We actually had more combat this time around, so that was kind of interesting. I did like that I was still able to like be in character without being too much of a detriment. Like still being able to, cast a support spell or something like that. I also kind of like that everyone like isn't right away like let's kill it. Like everyone's reaction is like let's try and talk and see if they'll not do an attack. So I like having those like chances.
This is the least murder hobo-y group I've ever had, and I'm super happy with it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're 2 episodes in. We'll see.
But I think it's more realistic to not be like
Yeah.
murder, like yeah.
You're
'cause,
heroes. It's great.
Like in real life, would you go around murdering people
I don't
like
know,
just
maybe.
'cause- Yeah.
No.
No.
Are they rich? Josh, what do you like?
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of last session, I was very sort of of like RP brain, and this session I'm like purely switching to mechanic. I mean, like as like happens with the fact that this was much more of a combat oriented session.
Yeah.
I'm like most of my sort of reflections on this session have to do with sort of being like, okay, so these are some of the implications of this like new rule set that we're playing with a little bit. Like this sort of like conservation of resources is really coming in much more so than before now. As well as like I am so far being like very conscious of the different balancing with like spellcasters versus non-spellcasting classes, and that might have to do with like our particular party composition right now too, with the fact that like we are kind of like it's a little bit like 3 healers and a fighter kind of like which is like neat. Like I was very conscious of like you know, in my other like 5e game that I'm playing regularly, like I mostly played as a fighter in that, and I'm used to like just doing a bit more damage on a regular basis, where I'm like, you know, I'm poking with the spear and be like, oh, that doesn't really do anything. Like even my cantrips don't really do that much. But like we're able to be sort of tanky in a weird way, and that we can replenish really quickly.
I think the trap with clerics too is that they're so like they look like they're ready for weapon combat, but it's really not their best quality. Their spells are better, and I like playing a cleric myself. I had to adapt to that and be like, oh right, it's cool to throw my spear at everything, but like it's not as reliable.
Yeah, it's funny that like I mean like, we're supposed to talk about things that we like and dislike, and like mostly I'm getting a lot of pleasure right now in sort of like how do I solve it, you know, like how do I like figure out the best way to optimize. I enjoy that sort of mental process quite a lot, and I'm excited to be engaging in it a little bit now. I don't know, and I like that there's been sort of a variety in the types of combats that we've encountered.
Yeah.
That was a lot more combat. I really liked getting to use my intimidation.
Oh, that was cool.
That was amazing.
And you know, doing like 30 damage in like one go was not bad.
Yeah.
We're
leaning hard on Kanaima right now.
Yes, getting healed was good for me because right now I think I'm probably doing the most damage output.
Yes.
The game is keep Kanaima alive.
Keep me alive, guys.
3 healers and Kanaima.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
I definitely know what mine is. I really love the flavor and the just like descriptive aspect of things. Love the description of the dragon lady that she turned into. I love the like sand soldiers or whatever, and like the way that they dissipated and that kind of stuff. Like, and as you can see, like with the style I play, you know, just like describing Firebolt in a way that kind of links it towards my like sun and stars thing or whatever. Yeah, I live for things like that, so that it's not just like reading off a sheet which ability you do. Like I like it to really paint a picture and be descriptive, and I felt like there was a good amount of that this episode, so I liked that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you like it. This is like a little bit of an adventure thread where like I find you can just like dig into the monster manual a lot, and like really like if you start reading the lore on stuff, I always find monsters and I'm like, I want to design an entire adventure around that monster because they're so interesting. And like that is exactly what birthed this, was like finding a monster stat block and a history and like lore, and I was like, I can work that into my campaign setting. I don't want to encourage you to start looking through the monster manual to find out secrets about this creature, but yeah, it was really fun to finally reveal what it was, and it's such a unique creature, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
I like how many of us were like, we don't trust her.
Oh my god. I love this narrative that kind of came out in that too, that she is the bad guy. It's like, great.
Yeah.
No, I love that you guys kind of caught on to it, because it was just like, it's still a surprise to see what happens, because you, even though you don't trust her, it's like, well, why shouldn't we trust her? What will she do? You can still see the
like that. Like Welltide's going to be heartbroken out of this combat. Welltide's just like, no, our beautiful friend.
Yeah. I mean, like she definitely seems like she's kind of a good guy in all this. But we're probably just gonna kill her. We'll see.
I mean, who knows? We'll find out next episode.
It sounds like maybe she ate Travin.
Yeah, like who knows, right?
Like countless other people over years.
Yeah,
not many people have died here. Fairly, no one's returned.
Yeah.
I mean, you found out why. anyways, yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for watching this. If you're watching it on YouTube, like obviously subscribe to this awesome channel. If you're watching on Twitch, you can follow us and you get updates every time we stream something, which is crazy cool. But yeah, thanks for joining us for this second wonderful episode of Heroes of Valto's Crossing. Feel free to check out all our social media. Brianna is our wonderful artist who has done our awesome character portraits you're admiring. And yeah, stay tuned to this channel for other games. We're going to be back next Wednesday. We're going to be doing even more bad shit. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.